So, welcome everyone here on YouTube.
Welcome.
So, welcome to Satsang. Are you avoiding emptiness? And this is the title, The Truth About Nothingness. And we will have a look at this with self-inquiry, Satsang, which comes from this lineage of Ramana, Papaji and Gangaji. And it is for everyone, really. If you resonate with this, then it's for you, and there is no question. So, are you avoiding emptiness? This is the question. Because in our last satsang, that was one of the comments. This person said that they feel like they are avoiding emptiness all the time. And that's true. That's true. That we actually have been conditioned that at any cost we would like to avoid emptiness. Avoiding emptiness. And this is actually avoiding yourself. But let's start with this, like, what is emptiness anyway? What is emptiness? Everything is empty, really. And you do not need to understand this intellectually. Everything is empty.
Even science tells us.
Exactly.
So when you look at an object and you go close with a microscope, and you see the atoms, and you go even closer, there is space.
This empty space.
Every object is space at the end.
And so now, if you look in front of you, you see objects in front of you, you see the computer in front of you. And if you look all around, in between them, and it's been in between us now, what is there? This is empty space. Empty space. And as Harald says, even science says that all these molecules and atoms we are made out of is mainly empty space. So this is even a fact. This is a fact, even, that we are empty.
Yes. Yeah,
even without your mind realizing it, that you are empty. We are emptiness.
It's not just the objects you see, it's yourself as well.
So it is such paradox and even funny that arises an I who says, I am avoiding emptiness. And now it's not to blame anything or ourselves that, yeah, but still I have this experience that I am avoiding this emptiness. I am avoiding the experience. Yes, you have this experience, but just look at this, that this is really, if you follow this back, and if you look at this I, what is this? This is this lineage, this teaching. If you bring your attention to the source, where does this I arise from? So when you go into the desert, It's a very nice example. Papaji used to use it very many times, and Ramana as well. And you see a mirage, you know? You really see that there is a river there, there is some water there. And then you go closer, and there is nothing there. It's the same with this eye.
But still, the experience of I can see water is real. It's a true experience, even that the water isn't there.
That's an experience. So now you are experiencing, let's say, that I am avoiding emptiness, or I cannot experience emptiness. Let's say that it's true, yeah. I am avoiding emptiness. So then just stop for a moment and look at this. You can slow it down. I am avoiding emptiness. What is it, or who is it that is aware of this sentence now? In what does it arise? Something you are aware that you are avoiding emptiness. So now bring your attention at this awareness. What is it made out of? It's nothing. It's empty.
There is no form, nothing you can grab, no structure, but still it's aware. There is awareness.
And this awareness, or we can call it emptiness, is always here. You are always here. Just for now, just ask yourself, has there ever been a time that you were not? Even when you wake up in the morning, you are aware that you were asleep. This awareness and emptiness that we are is always here. And quite mysteriously, in this awareness that we are, like it pops up this eye, different conditionings. And the challenge is to not touch them.
To not identify with them. Touching them means, that's me. These conditionings. That's how I identify myself. That's how I appear in the world. That's how other people see me.
Yes, this is these books.
I have nice tendencies, and some are not nice, and some I want to change, and this is the wrong identification, misidentification with the somebody. Let's drop this thought of being a somebody just for this meeting. Yeah, there may be tendencies. Who cares? They are still not who you are.
Can really rest. You don't have to entertain these thoughts of being somebody. It's not real anyway. It's a postponement of the realization of your true self, of being yourself, of being happiness that you are.
And what is this avoidance actually? Now we talked about emptiness. Let's look close at this. I avoid something. First of all, there might be some cultural images. So that maybe emptiness, whatever that means, is not good, is not comfortable. Silence doesn't give me a good feeling. Since we all are brought up in a very loud and filled up surrounding with things and conversations and things to do. These are all, it takes away our attention. So when you enter, for example, an elevator, and there is a second person, there might be this moment of, oh, that's not comfortable now. There's the silence. There should be some sound. There should be some small talk. And we are relieved when this other person is leaving the elevator. Well, it's just in our mind. It's just this drive to fill up the space with something. Come home, turn on the radio, television, make some music, make some sound. Actually, this never touches silence. It's just a mind game. It's
on the surface. It's a kind of trance.
It's just to put ourselves into trance, to make so that we think we can make this silence go away or the space go away. It's, on the other hand, actually, it can be so peaceful to be with someone else in silence, in a relaxed silence, without a conversation about the weather. Just being, simply. So all this avoidance is actually a drive to do something, to be active on the surface, to make myself busy with something which actually cannot bring silence away.
Because everyone else is busy with themselves. So if I don't follow them, then I will be in danger, for example. They will not like me if I am not like them, if I don't follow my own trance.
Not following the rules of the trance of the herd.
Yeah. And it's quite normal that this fear arises. It's a survival fear. And it's normal, but you can also do something about it. This is a learned behavior, and you can unlearn if you really willing. It's just your willingness. Because as soon as you are willing to be free, you find this capacity to stay true. So coming back to this example, Harald said that, for example, you are silent or you are just in your space. This is a very common experience and question which comes to us as well. That, you know, you are in your space, you're silent, and everything is fine, and then the so-called other comes into your space, who is busy with, I don't know what kind of thoughts, or wants to ask you questions, and they step into this space that you are in. And what if you don't move, you don't say anything, or if you just say, now I would like to stay here for a moment, or I come back to you later, whatever. For that even you need courage. But if they just stay in your space and they also sit down, are you willing to stand this discomfort?
It's like really making a stand in the flow. So there, you can imagine that you are in a river and everything is going down with this river, with the flow. But you stand up and you're not moving. Everything.
You put the stick into the ground, and the river is this flush of conditionings and other people's conditionings who you meet, and you put your stick down and you don't go with this flow. As Harald says, this is a beautiful metaphor.
And usually, you know, when we are in peace with ourselves in this silence and enjoy it, it can also be catching.
Yeah, this is contagious.
Also in a waiting room, when you wait for the doctor and there are 2 or 3 other people, and you're just sitting there and you feel, it's good. It's good to be still. Somehow other people also relax in this. You can catch this.
Mm-hmm. And then I just wanted to go into this, and in the end, when you are really silent and you are sitting there, wherever that is, and people come to you asking questions, they want to have a chat. And let's say that you go into the chat. You can also try that you go into the chat, but you stay silent. You don't move with it. Oh yes, thank you, I'm fine. So you don't have to be rude with these people, like, oh, I'm silent, I should be silent. You can just be natural. And if you feel, yeah, now I will answer something, or ask them that, okay, I should just be here a little bit in silence. And all the way through, you stay as yourself.
So what does it mean actually to be in a conversation and to be silent? That means that you don't want anything from this other person. You don't want them to like you. You are not afraid of them. You do not want to make allies. You do not want to go away, to reject them. No, you stay natural. You're fine with everything that comes. You don't have to change your voice in some way to put them into a trance. we can play with this and investigate with ourselves in the next communication we have. Usually we want something from other people. So always these movements, towards, away, or we push against. One of these three movements we usually have in every conversation. When we do not move, we stay still. So we can also say this whole avoiding is actually an idea, a thought given by the community. A wrong, a mistaken idea what is to do. So we have to do something. There has to be a change. There has to be some fixing, some working. It's just a thought. Exactly the same way as the thought of I am somebody. It's all built up on this I thought. It's misidentification as a somebody.
So part of the title was also like being afraid of emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this being afraid of emptiness is really ridiculous. Because who is afraid of what? There is this imaginary I who has an imagination of what this emptiness could be, and I will be, annihilated by it. All kinds of ideas that I will not be able to work then, I will not be able to, and this is all this I, this is all the mind, giving all these, so scaring itself. And this is a story the whole time. And this is suffering. I am afraid of emptiness. Oh, I will never be able to experience emptiness. Oh, I will never wake up because, I'm afraid of emptiness. And only the very rare ones can wake up because they were very courageous and they could experience emptiness. And all the way through, this is exactly that how you are talking to yourself is just the mind. It is a story. It is recorded in the mind. And with self-inquiry, or just sitting in satsang, come home into this emptiness. This I, who is giving this conversation here and commenting on everything, just comes home. Oh, to emptiness. You can realize yourself,
Your true nature. And immediately there is this physical realization of relaxation. And you realize there's actually really there's nothing here to do. No change is needed. No fixing. No working. Actually, everything else is work, is doing, is fixing and changing. What we are talking here is the art of stopping, not touching the thought, the next thought.
Stop avoiding. Just for a second. Stop searching. Stop following any thoughts. And what is here then?
For one moment, we do not give our belief to the thoughts in our mind, which is actually avoidance. This is following the thoughts in the mind is avoiding. We don't follow them for a moment.
You will not lose anything by trying this stopping. Because you know already where this whole avoiding leads to. It always leads to the same like dead end. The dead end street. Again and again. Cannot come out, and then you start searching, and then you start looking for teachers who will bring you out of this dead end, or I don't know, who will drill through this dead end for you.
No one can do this for you.
And the whole search is there, the whole suffering is there. And you can stop in this moment, right now. And just try not doing anything. You don't even have to meditate now or imagine anything. You can rest in yourself in this here, this moment.
This here-ness.
And this moment is always this moment. You don't have to imagine this moment to be this moment. What we do, we always, imagine the past or imagine the future. You can't just leave this. Even this avoiding emptiness, it also comes from the past. You learned it, as we talked about this, you learned all these conditionings. This is past. Just leave the past for a second behind. And don't follow the future for this moment.
So,
What can I do about it? I think that's. So there is a comment like, what can I do about it? Avoiding emptiness, as you just said, avoiding emptiness.
It's very usual that everyone wants to do something, needs a tool to work with. But this is actually the opposite. This is not doing.
Who wants to do something? Just right now, can you investigate it? Who wants to do something about it? What is this I? What can I do about it? What can I do about avoiding? Can investigate, inquire into this I. And if you inquire into this I, you naturally just stop for this second. Just for a millisecond is also enough. And even forget about, that there is a problem here. Oh, I have to stop avoiding emptiness. That's again a thought, a self-hypnosis. Oh, I have to stop avoiding emptiness. Leave that also behind. Because that's also part of the avoiding what is here, right now, in this moment. Forget all your ideas just for this millisecond about emptiness.
About this I, who is identifying itself with somebody. What's left then? There's no one there.
This is self-inquiry. This is stopping. It's really alive. For that you have to be willing to just for 1 second forget anything what you learned about emptiness, about avoiding. Just stop. You don't have to reach anything.
Don't follow the next thought.
Just be here.
We can put it like this. If you want to do something, don't follow the next thought. Realize the thought, how it comes up. Oh, I have to let it go. But I should.
It's difficult to answer questions like this, but we can answer it more generally, or you can, I don't know if you have been here from the beginning on, you can also listen to this recording and satsang again, where we talked about this I, and that can also bring some clarity, some self-inquiry. And you are always welcome to come into the Zoom meeting where we can talk. That's more interactive. Otherwise, it becomes just can become just abstract, interactive and direct in the Zoom meeting. And you will not be seen on the video, your voice will be heard. And yeah, that's a recommendation as well. But otherwise, if this is enough, this is enough. You know.
Okay.
Oh, let's see on Zoom. Yeah, so again, also generally speaking, the people on YouTube who are watching us, you can join these Zoom meetings. You can find a description in the description below the link where you can register for the Zoom meeting, and there you can ask questions. And also, if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also support this work or whatever we call it, meetings with that, so that it can reach more people, and also for yourself, so you can get the notifications when we meet, and you can join us here live. And also on Tuesdays, we meet for silent sitting, and there will be also other programs which you can check out on our website. You can also there register for our newsletter. It is all below in the description. Let's see if on Zoom there is anything. No. You can also write in the chat here, also in Zoom. You can talk.
So everything is clear. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you for your comments. You're also welcome also afterwards on this, so not just in a live chat, but afterwards you can write to us and comment.
And we can also use his comments then for the next title.
Oh, yes.
If there are any problems, any things you would wish us to talk about. Okay.
Let's see if anything else. And we will just finish with a moment of silence.
Yeah.
Usually, I like satsangs, or personally also silent sittings, we always begin with silence. So the teaching is really silence. You meet yourself. Silence is the teacher. Mm. Mm. Thank you for this meeting.
Mm.
Thank you for Satsang. Oh. Yes, this is peaceful when avoidance stops. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, and
Yeah.
this peace is your nature. That's all. Nothing to do.
Really, this is very important. This peace, what you experience, is your nature. Let this drop in. Let this fill you up.
And discover it even more. How much peace is here? Direct your mind into this peace that you are.
It's a good exercise to give the mind this task to check out, to experience how deep is this peace? How wide is it?
It's endless. You will find it that it's endless. There is always more. Thank you for this comment. Okay, see you next week.
Bye.
See you. May all beings be happy and free. That's why we are here. So we end the stream and then we will come back to Zoom. Bye. It's empty.